Anna is an excellent sniper. She was recruited into the new Naval Special Warfare Unit. But before she could serve her country in battle, the Germans launched air raids on Soviet villages. Anna's village was in the bombing zone. The villagers had to evacuate their elderly and children. Anna's children were among them. In order to spend more time with her daughter, Anna decided to give her a ride. Halfway through the car, Anna couldn't keep going with her daughter. But just as she got out of the car, a fighter jet flew towards the car. The children thought it was one of their own. They waved and greeted him. Instead, it dropped shells on them. A whole busload of children were buried in the flames. Anna saw it with her own eyes. She was devastated. The seeds of hatred took root in her heart. She vowed to make the Germans pay for what they did to her. Soon the opportunity came. Anna's special unit received orders to infiltrate a German artillery position. They found a German staging area. The Germans were transporting ammunition on a chute. The Germans down there didn't know what was going on and were in a state of confusion. A German officer came to inspect the site. He realized there was a problem. He called for trucks to be brought in to move it. And when that was done, the officer returned to his car and was ready to leave. But then he realized that the car had been taken over. He was captured by 2 members of the special forces. After some coercion, the officer agreed to take them out of here. But the truck had already reached the mountains. The next step was even more difficult. The Naval Command learned from the captured Germans that the munitions that were being transported up the cables, the ammunition was being sent up the cable to deploy the last of the reinforced gun positions. In 2 days at the most, heavy hidden guns will be deployed. The Soviet ships will not be able to land safely. The time left for the Special Forces team is running out. After reaching their destination, they only have 2 hours. They have only 2 hours to destroy the German positions. The group of prisoners and elite special forces arrived at their designated position in a submarine. Once ashore, they realized that the danger was greater than they had imagined. The Germans had planted a large number of mines on the shore. The captain walked in front of them, carefully clearing the mines. But one of the soldiers stepped on a mine. Half of the men were killed. Soon the Germans began to counterattack. Gradually, they took the initiative. They're swarming all over the place. The situation was critical. Anna and her wounded captain finally arrived. She quickly found a sniper position and took down several Germans. The danger is over. With Anna's cooperation, they managed to attract and stabilize the German attack. At the same time, one of the soldiers rushed to the barbed wire to act as a human ladder. The remaining 2 quickly passed through the wire. They didn't realize there was another layer inside. In the heat of the moment, the veteran soldier ignored the danger. He pulled up the stake with all his might and allowed his teammates to break through. But he was killed. The 2 survivors didn't have time to grieve. They threw a grenade and took out a fire point. At this point, the fighting in the entire position was quite fierce. The team in charge of holding fire was all killed. Anna was also wounded in the eye by a rock that bounced off the ground. But in the end, the battle was won.